Get full episodes of The Damage Report as a podcast on iTunes and Android, and you can watch the live show every weekday on YouTube TV. So in the UK, they are having a debate right now about a political ad that is being banned over being too political. We have political ads here in America, so let's get an idea of which ad is too political for the UK.
Okay.
There's orangutan in my bedroom and I don't know what to do. She plays with all my teddies and keeps borrowing my shoe. She destroys all of my houseplants and she keeps on shouting, ooh. She throws away my chocolate and she howls at my shampoo. Orangutan in my bedroom, just before you go, why were you in my bedroom? I really want to know. There's a human in my forest and I don't know what to do. He destroyed all of our trees for your food and your shampoo. There's a human in my forest and I don't know what to do. He took away my mother and I'm scared he'll take me too. There are humans in my forest and I don't know what to do. They're burning it for palm oil. So I thought I'd stay with you. Orangutan in my bedroom, now I do know what to do. I'll fight to save your home and I'll stop you feeling blue. I'll share your story far and wide so others can fight too. Orangutan in my bedroom, I swear it on the stars. The future's not yet written, but I'll make sure it is ours.
Whew, that was rough. So you saw that right now. You didn't see it on the airwaves in the UK because it's too political, but it was made by Iceland, which is a UK supermarket that has 900 stores that they decided earlier this year to ban palm oil over the environmental impact of the manufacture of it, as they talk about in that ad. Does that strike you as too political compared to the things that we see all the time? I mean, obviously different countries.
Informative and like very cutesy, broken down. That seems pretty great. And you would still, as an adult, be able to decide if you care or not, or if it, I don't know. That's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Do they let racist ads run rampant like we do here?
I think that they in general, I mean, look, most countries are far more restrictive in terms of political stuff. You don't see the swamping of political ads, for instance. I mean, like candidate specific ads.
Right.
But we have not only those, we also have like ads for BP and Exxon that are clearly political statements disguised as ads for the companies.
Right.
Like if you go on MSNBC, you will see ads for BP. It's not like you could go and buy a barrel of oil or something. Clearly, they're just trying to influence the political message or the political dialogue going on. This ad, by the way, was created originally by Greenpeace. The voice that you heard was Emma Thompson. The ad has been available on their website. They were hoping to reach a bigger audience. The idea being, of course, that palm oil, like they banned it in Iceland, the supermarket, not the country, but they'd like it to spread beyond that, obviously.
That seems, I mean, it seems like a PSA. I don't see what the harm is in having this air.
Well, let's talk about why it apparently didn't pass their standards.
Okay.
Clearcast is the body responsible for clearing ads on behalf of the 4 major UK commercial broadcasters, said the ad was in breach of political advertising rules in the country's broadcasting code. The rules prohibit advertising that is, quote, inserted by or on behalf of a group that is of a wholly or mainly of a political nature. So I guess technically if this ad was made by Greenpeace, that is an organization that is wholly or mostly a political group. That's a weird reason to ban it.
It's a weird rule to have.
If the kid had made it, would it be okay then?
And on the opposite side, if the palm oil manufacturers, if the shampoo ads are fine, they're using it, they're totally fine.
Even though, yeah, there are political implications to that. So
right.
you mentioned, people can still, it's still up to people whether they want to accept it or not. And watching this ad and thinking about the reaction it would get from regular people, I also thought about an editorial that I read just like a week ago, and it was why do we hate vegans? And it was really interesting because there was a newspaper editor who apparently got a prospective article sent in by a vegan, it's like recipes or something like that. And the newspaper editor responded to the writer and said something about how the article should be about how you can kill and eat vegans or something. And the newspaper editor ended up losing his job because that's psychotic. Why did you do that? But the article is about why do we hate vegans so much? And when you poll people, they hate, it's of all the groups that we despise as society, vegans are right at all, like atheists and things like that. Like there's a lot of hate for them, obviously.
Because nobody else is so loud.
But is that the reason?
Yes.
Is it actually the reason?
Yes.
I don't know that it is the reason.
I
know that, like, I've never been a vegan. I think it's crazy. I don't think you can do it, but I don't hate vegans. But when I've been a vegetarian, understand I'm not a vegetarian right now. When I've been a vegetarian, I will say that I had friends who said that I talked about it a lot, but the only time we ever talked about it was when they would bring it up to me. It was my meat eating friends who were desperate to debate eating meat with me.
Are you sure? How would they even know that you were
experience.
vegetarian?
Well, because I was friends with them. They know that I don't eat meat, but they were the ones bringing it up or making a big deal out of it when we'd go out and eat and things like that. I don't know that that's the experience for everybody.
I don't know. I think that once you stop eating meat, like your self-awareness goes away a little bit. You
Maybe
don't realize
for some people.
how often you're talking about it.
I mean, any lifestyle change.
I have seen vegans called meat eaters murderers. Okay, listen, we have passed a level of like.
But see, I think maybe you'll disagree. And again, I am not even a vegetarian right now.
Yeah.
But I think the reason that we react so negatively is because we know that we're wrong, I think.
I mean, listen, it is weird that cow's milk is part of like such an everyday part of our diet, that it's in so many recipes, it's in so many, it is so weird. So weird, I get it, but
I think the reason we don't like these ads and we don't like to hear vegetarians and vegans talk about it is because I think that on some level, everybody understands that we're just avoiding an uncomfortable topic. Because we know, like there are so many arguments for it. And again, I eat meat. I'm not trying to advocate to you.
This is a very generalization too. Like I don't hate vegans. I really don't. I don't care.
You seem fired up.
But no, I do not.
you just moved like this to me.
But they're just really loud. It's a lot.
I think some are. I think there are plenty of vegetarians that don't talk much about it.
And they've always been like that, but these new ones are loud.
Maybe. I don't know, man. There are people who like love barbecue and love talking about barbecue. But I think that when you really think about the effect that this sort of mechanized, this massive industry that's necessary to support the eating of meat on the scale that we do, I think that everybody knows that that's not sustainable. They know the effect it's having on the world in terms of carbon and deforestation and all that. Like we all accept that. We don't want to be reminded of it. We don't want to think about it because there's no moral argument for it. I mean, there's practical, there's preference. You can want to eat meat. Like I said, I eat meat, but there's no sustainability argument for it.
Yeah.
There's no, if you really think about it, there's no moral argument for it. The sort of institutionalized industrial cruelty that is a necessary product of our meat eating lifestyle. And I think that people, they already have so many things they have to deal with. They don't want to be reminded about this topic. They just want to be able to eat a burger or whatever.
I don't think it's that. I think it really, it's like taking away a little bit maybe of the blame of like people who shame you for your food choices.
But if they're, okay, but again, I think that we're exaggerating how much they do that.
When somebody walks in with McDonald's and then 5 people are like, oh my God, I can't believe, it's like, that's like vegans. It's like, it's
when does
weird.
that happen?
All the
that
time.
5 people are like, oh, McDonald's.
I can't believe you're eating that or something. Like you've never seen that? Like
no, I've never seen that.
Also here, this is a very different office setting though. Everyone is generally, not even general, everyone is just really nice. But I mean, I've seen that. I just think food shamers are weird.
Okay.
That's not, I'm not with it.
What if the stakes are high though?
I just think food shamers are weird.
Okay.
Because listen, you may be vegan,
Which
so
I'm not.
you don't eat meat, but I bet you got other trash things in your life. So like, let's just let people live. You know what I mean?
If you're a hot mess, maybe do
like you are. I'm sure. So it's like it's the preachiness. Like I don't care.
Is it different than me saying we should change like how we produce electricity? Like is it fundamentally different than that?
If you walked
is that electricity
around
shaming?
Turning off lights in my house, yes.
Okay, well, I've never been to your house. If I am, we'll see. I'm gonna be flipping them off.
I have a comparison that's not appropriate for the camera. I'll tell you during commercial break.
Oh, geez.
No,
okay.
it's not like that. I don't want it to like hurt any feelings.
Okay. Well, anyway, if you've seen this, tweet at me. Am I dead wrong? Because I'm sure most people are gonna think that. Because again, you don't want to be confronted with.
Because we're
You don't
so
want to think about it.
ashamed
It's
that
an
we eat
inconvenient truth.
bacon.
It is the definition of an inconvenient truth. And again, I eat meat. I'm gonna eat meat right after this show, and I will know that I am wrong when I'm doing it. Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.